my good people. I am your host for today, Val Wanyoike. I hope you've been good. I hope you had a really, really amazing week. Remember, you were watching and listening to the best art club show in East Africa, and that is the Art Club Show. And you can also catch up with us on our socials, that is at GBS TV Africa. You can also get the uncut, unedited version of this interview at GBS TV Africa on YouTube. I hope you guys will engage with the show. I hope you will enjoy. Listen in, tune in. We are always having really, really amazing people on here. Today I have two, not one, but two amazing guests that I am so excited to talk to. It's going to be a really flowing, really easy, really, out there conversation where we'll just get to know a bit about them or a lot about them, just hear about their journeys and whatever they've experienced so far. So I hope you guys welcome them. I hope you guys chill out and enjoy the show. I am your host for today, Val Wanyoike, a stylist. And remember, this we're going to talk about a bit later in the show, but I always have really, really good tips for you on how to keep your fashion sense looking good, your body feeling positive and energetic. Also, just keeping your confidence up really determines on how you feel about yourself and how you think you look. So let's get into it. Remember to engage with us on our social medias, on our YouTube, that is at GBS TV Africa. You can also text us on our SMS line, that is at 21144. And you can also, catch up, guys. So let's chill.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, beautiful people. I hope you feel comfortable. I hope you're chilled. I hope you're comfortable because we are about to get into it. We are about to get into this amazing conversation with these two lovely guests that I have today. They are beautiful. They are amazing. They have achieved really, really beautiful things. And I can't wait for them to introduce yourselves. So, guys, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Let's just start by, first, I really appreciate you coming to GBS TV. Guys, I'm already fumbling at how good you are looking. Like, hey, oneni. But then, karibuni sana. I'm really happy to have all of you here. And it's really a pleasure for GBS Art Club to have you here. So you can start by just telling us your names.
Okay. My name is Zaid Dalla. I'm a KCA student doing CPA and BIT on my third year. And I'm the current Mr. KCA 2022-2023.
Amazing.
It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Victoria Mueni KTV, Bachelor of Commerce student, Finance option. And it's a pleasure to be here. The current Miss KCA 2022-2023.
Guys, You've had. It's not all beauty without brains. Without brains, you've had the courses they are doing. These people are not just like sleeping around and wanting to be like, that is one thing that really like intrigues me when I meet like beautiful people and like find that they are doing so much. Other than that, it's just like, okay, how did you decide that? Okay, that you want to get into this cause. There's a lot of perception that is seen when you get into like the fashion or beauty industry. So let me just start this over, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you guys, maybe I'll start with the lady. How did you guys start, how did your passion for like maybe modeling or going into like fashion or things like that start? Did it start at an earlier on age or?
So my love for modeling started when I was young.
Yeah.
And I used to, watching these children's shows. Then when I grew up, I used to be a lover of these pageantry shows, these high fashion shows on the TV. I used to love watching them. So I think that is how I grew my passion. Then seeing close people around me do it and how they love it. So I also developed that happy feeling and also wanting to try. How does it feel being on the runway? How does it feel, being a model? So that is how my love for modeling came in.
What about you, Mr. KCA?
Mine is actually quite interesting.
Yes.
Let's say primary school.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's early.
It's not like basically a passion. It's people telling you that you look like a model.
Wow.
Yeah, and you walk like a model.
Yeah.
So I took it like a joke. And well, in high school, the same. People were like, you walk like a model. Why don't you try modeling?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not my thing. I can't model. People who model are like muscular. They have this good-looking face and all that.
Surprising because you're all that and you're like explaining to somebody else, but you're also like that. Yeah.
So in university, on my first year, 2019, I saw models around school. I remember he was Simon Peter. Wow. He's the current first runners-up Mr. Kenya. He was also Mr. KCA. So I saw them at the field. They were like taking photos, and I decided, let me go ask them what they're doing. Then they told me it's a club that models. Then he told me the same thing. While you're coming to me, I saw your walk. Like, you walk like a model. Why don't you join us? And I was like, yeah, since the opportunity is here, let me try modeling. And that's how it started. I started modeling in 2019. I started my training in 2019. Yeah. That's how I started modeling.
That's a really that's a really, really interesting story, by the way, because you find there's people who are so. I have a couple of friends who really, really look good, but they are nowhere near the like modeling industry, and they have like these traits that you should be in it. But sometimes you have to like either like talk them into it, and there's one who like joined and he like blew up. So it's sometimes maybe you don't have that interest, but then if somebody sparks a bit of it into you, then you can just go wild. So that's really, really amazing. I like asking this question. I don't know why, but because how somebody was brought up and everything really, really matters to me, like how they come up and all. Were your parents like into such things, or did they maybe help you along the way with it, support you, all of that?
Surprisingly, my parents not really.
Yeah.
So when they saw my passion that I had in modeling, that I loved this thing, that I wanted to do it. Of course, there are those times when you do it secretly.
Yeah.
Then you're like, let me go do it. So then of course, your parents know that you want to do this thing, but they cannot support you because, there's that African concept of, modeling is not a really good thing.
Lucrative.
Yes. So my parents were not that much into this modeling thing, but then when they saw the love that I had, the passion, so they just had to support me. And then when they saw me win, they were even more happier now. Wow. Because they were like, oh, so this modeling thing can put my kid somewhere on the map. So yes, that is how.
That's really, really nice.
Yeah.
What about you?
On my side, let me say they were supportive in a way.
Yeah.
But still not supportive. Because one thing, I'm a Muslim, so
Yeah.
you know the
Oh.
Muslim background.
Okay.
Exposing yourself, all that, it's like not allowed. But my parents were there when I
Yeah.
told them I am modeling. They're like, okay, but don't do anything stupid. So
You know,
yeah. Like last year, I did my first pageant last year. They supported me, but not that fully. It's just the motivational support. You can do this, so that's
Yeah.
all. But they weren't into it that much. But when I got a title last year, I had a title, same Mr. and Miss KCA.
Yeah.
I was Mr. Congeniality last year.
Ooh.
So after I brought the title home, then they're like, oh, so you can try it and you can do it. It's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us what is Mr. Congeniality?
So Mr. Congeniality is a title given to someone who is loved by the people.
Hey. Hey. Yani, hey, famous and liked just continues getting like so many other congeniality. So
Yeah.
that means like you are appreciated and liked by
Yeah, I
a
was
lot.
appreciated. Like
That's a good one.
yeah, during trainings, I interacted with people well. I was everyone's friend
Yeah.
during the training period. All the models who were there, and also my stage presence
Yeah.
made people love me. That's why I got the title Mr. Congeniality.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really good. I feel like when somebody tells you a bit about their experiences in life, you sort of look at them and you can kind of like see it. Yeah, okay, because you have like a really addictive smile. Like you just look at you and you want to smile back or something. So, and in especially pageantry, they really look for that. Like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
have a good smile, then you've won quarter of the race, yo.
True.
Okay, apart from that, are there any other things you've done with your passion for modeling out of school? Like, have you tried anything maybe to reach out for people to collaborate or to just try and push your brand? Because right now, as you are, but then you're
Yeah,
a brand
it's
and you can't do a lot. There's maybe even people in your school who have businesses that you can help them promote and like earn through that, you know. You have like a name, people know you, so there is a way. Do you try anything else? Ama, that's now where you want to start.
On my side, I've tried a couple of things. High fashion in a way. I've promoted top brands.
Yeah.
Tops are the kanzus.
Yeah.
These kanzu companies. Even if you're looking at my AG, you'll see most of my photos are in kanzus. Yeah. And the other thing, I've promoted myself in a way because I'm a member of Young African Leadership Initiative. I'm also a member of the English Access Micro Scholarship Program. So through that, I've been able to talk about my title, the last year's title, and it has built up my confidence in a way.
Yeah.
So I'm promoting myself in a way and also building my confidence in a way because pageantry is all about confidence. Yeah.
Very, very true. That's so true, by the way. What about you?
On my side,
Yeah.
no, not really.
You haven't yet?
Yeah, because like this is my like second time on the runway.
Yeah.
And I've not been so much into modeling. So, but now I have the platform now
Yeah.
to grow myself, of
Yeah.
course, to speak for outs and look for those brands, do commercial modeling,
Yeah.
and everything else. Yeah.
That's really, really good, by the way. Having those prospects and just knowing that having now a platform can help you like do greater things.
Yeah.
For one, it really, really, really boosts your confidence level and the ability to talk to people and, you know, try out new things. Because that whole experience, by the way, just keeps you highly, highly active. That's where I'm about to get into, by the way. I just want you guys to tell us a bit about the whole experience of you guys fighting for the title, you know, and you like guys winning, the whole experience. Were there other people that you thought, wow, like this one is a beast, I have to like watch myself, otherwise they're gonna take it? Was there like that pressure, and sometimes you just feel like, wow, okay, I need to put my A game today? And how long did the competitions go for?
The competition has to be there. First of all,
How long was the duration, by the way, for the competitions?
It
The
was
training,
Yeah,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
And
weeks
then
training,
the
yeah.
sasa yenyewe,
Yeah.
the night where now you compete.
it was a one
one-night
night thing.
A one night thing.
Yeah.
And then, so you like train for 2 weeks, and then a date is set.
Yeah.
So, okay. Hey, go ahead.
So one thing I have to say
Yeah.
is that KCA has like the best models I've
Yeah.
ever seen. In that you try to compare yourself with them, you see yourself like, okay, what am I doing? That's how big the competition was. Like, you can't tell this guy is going to win. You can't tell this guy is going to lose.
Yeah.
It was that big. But my experience was that through the training, I've never missed any single day of training. That's one. That means dedication comes first.
True.
I was so dedicated and also confident. I also have this feature in me that most men don't have that makes me at a higher rank
Which is?
of winning. It's all here. My smile is contagious and it's natural. And in pageantry, you have to smile. But we know most men don't smile.
Yeah, especially
Yeah, they
naturally.
have that serious face and all. So I used this as my winning tactic. I used my smile as my winning tactic. And also, I love to look at my competitors. I had like 3 competitors who were so strong, and I was like, how am I going to like win and them lose? It's not like I wanted them to lose.
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling.
But,
And
yeah.
sometimes it tears you.
In a competition, you have to win. You're not competing to lose, even if everyone is a winner, but there is an ultimate winner.
Yeah.
So I looked at them and I was like, what am I going to do different so that I can defeat them? So that's how it was. But all in all, it was a very tough competition as compared to the one I did last year. This year was very tough. It was so hard.
People brought on their A game and all.
Yeah. That's why I'm even laughing. The A game was so high. The standards were so high.
I really feel like I wish I saw, even if it's like a tape of like what happened. It seems like it was fire. How was the experience for you?
The experience was
The
so
training,
good.
all of that.
But the competition was so tough.
Yeah.
You know, in every competition, there's always that one girl with the best walk. There's another who knows how to speak, who knows how to answer questions. But as for me, I'm kind of an introvert. I don't speak too much, not so less. So then, but I had to go. Uko nyuma, you know.
Yeah.
You just have to go and train, and you have to find your weakness.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, your weakness is you don't know how to walk properly on the runway. You just have to go and train. Huko tu nyumbani, I'm like, wacha nijaribu hii kitu because I want to be like that girl who knows how to walk on a straight line, knows how to pose, how to do the turns. So so I guess that is one thing that made me also take this crown.
Yeah.
And then another thing is, there's a friend of mine. So we had gone for we always have a CSR walk. So on that day, so she's called Victoria, and then she told me, this girl, I won't mention her name, but she told me that you are her competition. So I was like, oh, I'm a competition. And imagine, she's the one with the best walk. She's the one who's showing us, the turns and everything. So I was like, oh, okay.
How now?
I can't expect that. But I was just happy. And then I was like, oh, niko tu happy ndani.
Na by this year, ukiambiwa kitu kama hiyo inakubustianga confidence in a way.
So I was like so happy. So I just had to do my best.
Yeah.
And also, of course, I always require the one with the best clothing, the best. We have so many categories. Then you just have to put your best, your hard work, and also just believe in yourself. Yeah. That's
true. When you said like a friend came and like told you something about the other person being a bit insecure about you, like that if you had any doubts, like that immediately just gives you some type of hope. Like you see a light at the end of the tunnel somehow. Because there's like people who I know who've dropped out of competitions just because of hiyo kutokujiamini. Like unaona msee amefanya kitu poa sana uko like guys sasa mimi nitawezana aje na hizi. Unajua? So that being able to withstand and get that at least class hope, you know, it feels good, especially if it's the person you're looking up to.
Yes.
You automatically feel like, okay, I'm doing something. I'm doing something right, you know?
For sure.
Did you guys have like any of these like costumes, like these Halloween costumes in your competition?
We had 5 or 6 categories.
We had 6
Oh, tell me about the categories.
We had 6 categories. We had the introduction, we had the modern African, we had cultural, we had creative, then fashion couture, then dinner. So those are 6 categories.
Yeah.
In one night.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And spending
yeah.
a lot.
Okay, now by the way, the outfits and everything, it's you guys.
Yeah, it's pageantry. The outfits come from you.
Yeah, I see you guys by the way. How can I even ask? Yo, how was the experience of you guys like making your outfits? I don't know, you.
It comes with a lot of pressure.
Yeah?
It's a lot.
What did you do for your creative look?
My creative look, I did leaves, mango leaves, because the theme was about the gems of culture, unpacking the gems of culture. So I thought of, you know, like the Kampa people, they love taking mangoes and they are known, you know. So I was like, hey, let me just come up with this mango thing, cloth for them to showcase the culture of the Kambas and what they love and what they, you know, they practice every day. And yeah, so it was all about leaves.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And you?
For me, I did a sad creative. That was also a winning mechanism on my side. Because you expect everyone to be happy on a creative wear.
Yeah.
So I decided to do slavery.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you have like the dirt and like the...
Yeah.
How was your tattered clothing?
I wore a sack.
Yes.
Because slaves, like, their clothes were like sacks, literally. And I had chains all over my body.
Oh my goodness. Hey, that's creativity right there.
Yeah, because slavery was a culture. It was a culture before. So unlocking the gems of culture, we are told whatever you wear has to tell a story. Yeah. So I told a story through my socks and my chains.
That's a big story, by the way. Yo,
the story isn't over. Let me continue.
I'm so excited, yo.
So through my socks and chains, I wanted to tell a story. When did slavery start and when did it stop? So when I started walking, I was like sad. Someone hit me like the slave owner. Then I stood up with my chains, sad, walking towards the judges. Then while I was there, I like broke the chains.
That's so dramatic.
So this was to show the start of slavery and the end of slavery. So when I broke the chains, I put in a smile. That's to show that I'm free from slavery.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my story.
Told an entire story just from the runway.
From the runway. Yeah.
That's really, really amazing. I remember one time this person in a competition, it was, I think, Miss Laikipia or something, just came out and people were in like these outfits and all, and some were doing like the traditional, some the Indian. And this person just came out like looking like a mummy. Like they were just wrapped in these bandages. I don't know how many bandages they had to buy, but they were just like wrapped up in bandages and they just like came walking. So that kind of made me remember that. It's just like out of the world. It's creative, by the way. It's really, really creative. When you were doing these looks, did you like get help from maybe friends, you know, who are like designers or make clothes to like maybe, like maybe help you do it? How did you guys manage to make all those outfits, by the way? Mkona side hustles. Lazima, by the way. Uh-huh.
Of course, some of these things are there, but mostly I got my help from my friends and of course me.
Yeah.
Like my fashion couture came from my friend. Also the creative one,
Yeah.
I was helped by my friend, also me. Like the modern African one, of course, it's like Ankara, modern Ankara, you know. So you just have to go to the tailor, and designer will just have to do the thing for you.
Yeah.
And whatever you're comfortable with doing, yeah.
So you really need to also like take away from your pocket kidogo.
Yeah.
You give some to win some.
Yeah,
That's a good thing. What was your couture look? Couture is like really, really high fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that hard to like put together?
It was the hardest
the hardest.
category.
I don't know why. Like I feel like couture.
was the-
Yo,
yeah,
let's start with you. How was it?
For me, mine I did, I used aluminium to
Yeah.
make something like, I wanted like a queen look. So I used I had a tail, a veil, is it a veil? A veil
Yes.
with not a dress, but a top and a skirt. And then the queen crown thing. And then I was holding, how do I call it? Just something on my hand
Yeah.
to feel like a queen. Yeah.
Wow, aluminium.
Aluminium, yes.
Cool, that reflects
I was
too.
reflecting everything. I wanted to feel like a real queen on the runway.
That's exciting. That's really, really exciting. What about you?
Mine was a basic one.
Yeah.
Even though I thought about it. It was sort of a masquerade look, but it still had aluminium for the reflection.
Yeah.
Because there were dark lights, so like I wanted it to reflect. So it was like my cloth was like aluminium from here, shape. Then my trouser also aluminium
Oh.
to bring out a certain shape, and it can reflect in a car.
Yeah. That's creative,
Then
guys.
I covered my eyes with a mask.
That's really, really creative. Do you guys feel like you would want more opportunities for like modeling in your school? Do you guys have, or by the way, you mentioned like a modeling club or something?
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like there's a lot of opportunities in your school for you to expand? Would you like to also bring in some ideas? Like, let's say the modeling club and like chances to go out and like maybe to go to host or to feature on like TV stations or something like that. Meet people who are doing this, have models come to your school and like help with boot camp and all of that. Do you usually have those things?
Yeah, actually, I feel that our school supports modeling.
Yeah.
Because from the way we started, since training till the main event, this shows that the school was there for us. To sum it up, we were given some of money to do projects. As the king and the queen, we have 100,000 shillings
Hey.
to do projects. So it's up to us, up for us. Sorry, to do these projects. We have some projects we're supposed to do. We discussed them. So it's just us to start. The other thing, we have a club. It's called Impact Fashion. So this club basically gets models from school. We train them. And because we're also training, we can also train because of the experience we have. So we train each other.
Yeah.
Through the Impact Fashion, we get gigs. Also, when there are other pageantries outside there, we send some of our members to go and audition for them. So it's like an inclusivity fashion academy on its own way.
That's really, really nice.
Yeah, so that's Impact Fashion. And we also do voluntary works, community service. Because as a model, the word model basically means someone who any other person can look at you and say, like, I admire you, I like what you do. That's,
up to you.
I'm looking up to you. That's a model. So you have to be like out there, everywhere, uonekane kila pahali.
That's amazing, by the way, to learn. And having especially you guys put yourselves in a really like classy level, you know, and try to like help others grow, continue also helping yourselves to grow and all of that, and seeing yourselves as people who can be looked up to, and knowing that definition of modeling, by the way, because some people take it a bit too lightly. So it's really, really amazing, by the way. We're going to go on break for a while. Gather, guys, just let whatever you've heard sink in. I know there's so many of you maybe who are in school, some who'd like to try these things, but they're like, oh my God, how can I? So just maybe hearing people talk about it and just knowing people's experiences, different experiences, also like helps us to really open up our minds and become more advanced, you know. So catch us up and we'll be right back.
Everywhere, GBS.
Hey, good people. Welcome back to the Art Club show. And I am your host, Val Wanyoeke. It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be here. It's always a pleasure to have this amazing guest in studio where we can just talk about trending things, things that are going on, things that we like, we don't like. You know, you just become so open-minded and so engaged. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you've been enjoying the talk we had. I can't wait for you to just, you know, continue listening to us and like getting into the conversation and all of that. I'm joined in studio today by the Mr. and Miss of KCA University. They are amazing. They are such beautiful people. And guys, pageantry, by the way, you really need to have like some quality of skill. And when I look at them, it just like shows it's there. So they did a really, really good job. We've gotten to know a bit about them. We'll continue doing so. And, you know, just catch up with us on our socials. That is at GBS TV Africa. And you can also watch the uncut version of this interview on our YouTube channel. That is at GBS TV Africa. You can also chat with us on our SMS line. That is at 21144. Guys, sasa. So I have this question, by the way. It's October, almost 31st, and you two are creatives, by the way. Wacha tuwaite creatives. Yamanga jina mzuri. Do you guys get into this like monthly like parties that go on for like Halloween dressing? Do you like that type of stuff? Is it your feel, Lama? You are just like, okay, let's just watch and let this holiday pass.
I think Halloween is a fun thing to even be in to participate. I think ni mtu tu kupenda. Not everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Lakini ukiparticipate and when you go, you know, like go to those parties, see what people are wearing, you know, interact with people on that day. It's so much fun. You get to learn a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the next time when it comes, you'll, of course, be having that enthusiasm to, you know, get into it, look for those Halloween outfits and also participate.
True. What do you think?
I'm not really much someone who parties.
Yeah.
But I've partied before. Like I party when I need to.
Yeah, it's that sort of social
Yeah.
thing, not like every day.
But Halloween is something quite interesting. Yeah, I've been in an Halloween festival before, and that's where you see people being creative.
Yeah.
And the way we see in movies, it's the same way you see at Halloween parties. The pumpkin head and the scary faces and all that. It's quite interesting. So, yeah, any party that will be this year.
You're going to try and get
sure.
into it.
Party.
Guys, you heard. This whole week, like coming until like the 31st, keep an eye, by the way. You will either see me or him, by the way, somewhere. Maybe dressed in a goofy outfit or something. So guys, this is something really, really important, by the way, about just where the modeling scene is going to, where it has come from, by the way. I feel like it's been a very, very long journey for like the modeling scene, and its inclusivity has come a long way. Is there something that you guys would want to like maybe continue growing or changing, or something that you just want because now you've like really gotten into it? Is there something that you would want like in the modeling industry that to be maybe different or a bit more, I don't know?
I believe that modeling is a career just like any other, just like, someone doing accounting or, the big careers that people know. And I believe people earn. This modeling career is earning people, paying people's bills.
Yeah.
So I guess people should just embrace it. If you just love it, we should learn to, take modeling seriously, because especially in the African countries, it's not taken so seriously. And like in, the Asian, outside the UK countries. So I believe that modeling, just like any other career, we should embrace it, and people should learn how to, what do you call it? Just take it in.
Yeah. Like to learn accepting it also.
Yeah.
On my side, I feel like because of African culture and the backgrounds that we've been brought up with, most people see models as, let me use objects. Because once you tell someone, I'm a model, he'll look at you like, why?
Yeah.
Because people have not like seen the main benefits or the good of models. This comes in from your question, the inclusivity part. Before, models were like everywhere, showing, parts of their bodies and all that. So that picture has stuck with many people. And because of that, people like don't love models that much. When you say you're a model, utaangalia vibaya sana, like, why are you doing this? But since things have changed, we have different categories of modeling. So you have to choose which one you want to go to. If you want to do high fashion, do high fashion. If you want to do pageantry, do pageantry. All those have different roles.
Yeah.
So it's a choice to make. And the other thing, it's about guys, men. Yeah, men fear modeling. They see it as a girly type of thing. Like, I'm a man, I can't model. But in real sense, okay, here I am, I'm a man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually like, where do you think your clothes are gonna be? How are your clothes gonna be sold if men don't model? It's as simple as that.
Yeah, let's take for example. I'm a business person. I have an apparel. I sell men's clothing. Obviously, I can't look for a lady to come model my clothes. I'll have to look for guys, someone who's good looking, who can like sell this clothes.
sell
Real
it.
nice. Yeah. So then she said it's like a career for you. At the same time, it's something that can give you money. So let's go for it. If it's there and you can do it, just do it.
I really, by the way, I appreciate how you've put it in what you've said. You also, it's like, there's so many things, by the way, that we've experienced with modeling, and I myself too, from the past now, and what you guys have said is like really, really important. And I feel like if we all strive to work towards these things, and also like for people who are shy, like I mentioned, this a friend of mine who, they're like so talented in this way, but then they never really like were into it until actually it's his girlfriend who like proposed, like, why don't you start something? And right now, like literally every page on Instagram, you will find his picture on the best like clothing, you know. And it's amazing because men can also do this like really, really, really well. So men, all the power to you, by the way. So get into it. If you're really interested in it, get into it. Ladies as well, don't feel too shy. Modeling right now is very wide. I do understand that sometimes you're made to do things you do not want to, or just posing in ways you do not want to. But right now you have a right, you have a choice. You can choose what you want to do. You can choose what type of modeling you want to go into. And sometimes you will meet these things. Challenges will come and go, but then at the end of the day, it's you if you like hold your morals, because even if someone tells you to do this and you don't want it, and they're like trying to bargain, it's either this or this job. Now that comes down to you and who you are as a person. But for everything else, just go for what you want. I have personally learned a lot from these two. And they're just so outgoing, and they did go for what they wanted, even when there were challenges, even when they were feeling like there's people better than them. They still were able to just go for the challenges and like conquer them. So that's something that I really, really appreciate, and I really appreciate learning today. And I hope also you guys have learned and have appreciated our talk, and have listened into the show. You've enjoyed. You've had a good one. I can't wait to talk to you guys again. I'll see you on next week's show. We will be having so much more. I'm also going to be coming with a few tips that can help you with your modeling, with your fashion, especially styling, ways in which you can also make your body look better in whatever size you are, either you're plus size, either you're petite, either you're short, tall. There's always a way for you to look better and feel more confident. I have to give this, by the way, they have to give us their Instagrams. Man, like, first, you guys go.
My Instagram is Zaid Kulli. My Twitter is Zaid Kulli.
Zaid
is Zayd Kully. All my socials, yeah.
Okay.
It's Zaid Kulli.
My Instagram handle is Victoria KTV, and I'm not on Twitter, TikTok.
Yes. Ecstasy.
Yeah. And happiness.
Yeah. Yes. At least let the people who know too much just know it's happiness, guys. Happiness. She's not saying what you think it is that you take during the parties. So guys, go follow them, check them out, support what they do. Go just like them, follow them, just support them, guys. We support our own, we support local content and all of that. My Instagram is at @Val_Wanyoike. This is the _Val_Wanyoike. I am a stylist, model, and journalist, and I can help you with all your styling needs, yo. So catch up with us next time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.